Certainly is. Almost 3 minutes past 9 o'clock on this Wednesday morning, day 3 of the SSDT Centenary event. And once again, of course, I'm flying solo because here he comes, gossiping again outside the barrier.
Sorry about that.
No, don't apologise.
I was just discussing matters with a colleague. I was actually discussing matters with the SACU steward.
All right.
Well, have we got some time to kill?
We've got as much time as you require, sir.
Yes. We'll just have a quick word with it, because actually the Scottish Auto-Cycle Union is advertising this week.
They are indeed, yes.
We have with us here, are we on TV at the moment?
Well, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute, I'll just turn it around here. You go down there, hang on a minute, hang on, I'll pan round.
Yeah, we've got with us just now Gordon Barry, who's one of 2 Scottish ACU stewards. There's also an Auto-Cycle Union steward here this week. Alan Penny from the ACU. We've got Gordon Barry and Alan Scott from the SSU. Now, the Scottish Auto-Cycle Union is the governing body for motorcycle sport up here in Scotland. You've been associated with them for quite some years, haven't you, Gordon?
Yes, approximately 10 to 12 years now I've been with them, yeah.
And you've stewarded the 6 days trial quite a few years yourself.
Yeah, I think this is number 11 for me, to be honest. With a gap in 2009 when I was stupidly enough attempted to ride the event, and glad I had watertight skin.
Absolutely right. Now, what you tend to do, explain exactly what you do this week.
My job is basically to take a run round the trial, just generally make sure everything's hunky-dory, there's no problems with marking, route marking, flagging, etc. Just generally an overall eye on things, and should there be any protests with regards to problems that the riders incur throughout the week, if they're not happy with the way the club, as in Edinburgh and District, are dealing with that problem, they can always appeal to ourselves, whereupon a jury of myself, 2 other stewards will look at the situation and make, hopefully at that point, a final decision on it.
Excellent. So it's been good weather this year. As you said, in 2009 when you rode it, it wasn't really so nice. So it makes a difference when it's weather like this, doesn't it?
Oh, very much so. The going's much easier on the riders, although I've had reports that the moors are now too hard for some of them. I believe they're finding it a bit sore in the old arms, a bit of, pumping up, with the moors not being as soft as they normally are. But at the end of the day, the dry weather has certainly helped, especially with regards to time, and crossing the moors is much quicker.
Now, we had a wee problem the other day that it was reported that there have been 2 riders going round illegally. They actually following the course round in bikes. The SSU, I presume, take a dim view of that, and presumably so does the club.
Oh, very much so. Illegal riders are are losing the club the land in which they use to run the trial on. That is the main problem with the land disappearing. The illegal riders are getting caught there. They're going against the flow of the trial, which is really stupid because it's a major safety hazard. If the incident's reported to us, if we can and ascertain who these riders are, if they are SACU licence holders, it may result in their licence being revoked by the association.
And of course the local police can easily take a view of this as well, because I mean you're traversing on private land and you've not got permission to go in these places.
Yes, that's correct. I believe it's an offence under the Road Scotland Act, riding elsewhere other than a road without the given permission of the landowner or relevant authority.
So there we have it. So anyway, I'll let you get on with your job. Thanks very much, Gordon Barry, one of the SEC stewards here at the Scottish 6 Days Trial 100. Thanks very much, Gordon.
Cheers, John.
Thank you. Well done.
There
Thank
you
you,
go.
Gordon, as well. Look, time-wise, it's almost 7:30 past 9 o'clock. That was interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it was just Gordon just come into the car park just for a look round before
Yeah.
he nips off on the day's run.
Okay.
When, the
Has there
security
been
everything.
any further information regarding these two?
Not to my knowledge, no, but
Illegal
obviously
riders.
information has been passed back to the club, etc. And all it would say is that, yes, come and enjoy the Scottish 6 Days trial, make it a holiday week, and go round and see what's it all about,
Yeah.
watch the riders, but do it safely and do it responsibly, which is don't follow around in a motorcycle. I mean, lots of people yesterday up at Witches Burn, I wouldn't like to estimate how many people were actually there, but I'm sure they most of them would be either riders themselves or spectators who are taking interest in trials. They'd love to get a shot in the trials bike, but they all leave their bikes at home.
Yes.
During this 6 days trial week, because it's down to the riders and the officials to do the business. So yeah, just go up and have a look. Park your cars sensibly. Follow the advice of any traffic officers that are out and about, either by motorcycle or area car. Thanks indeed to Northern Constabulary for all their help during the 6 days trial week. They make it possible, so just obey what they say.
Thank you so much indeed. Oh, hang on, he's back again, Chocolate Boy.
Random. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's a difficult one, that. I mean, he mentioned that the ground was firmer. I mean, actually a 6 days trial that's had a bit of rain is sometimes easier on the riders when the moors get wet, because they don't have the hard ground to traverse. As far as what we're experiencing in the Highlands and other parts of the UK with very, very dry weather, first of all, any spectators, make sure you don't set fire to anything by discarding cigarettes, etc.
Yes.
That's very important.
Yep.
From the bike's point of view, the only real sort of hazard is if a bike itself caught fire, which has happened very, very seldom up here. I think it happened to Fraz McLennan some years ago. That his bike caught fire because of a fault, and there was another bike burnt out at Bar House some years ago. It didn't result in anything getting out of control, but some of the four-strokes get very, very hot. The exhausts run very hot, and the four-stroke for some reason, just the design of the machine. And obviously if the moorland gets attached to the front of that part of the bike, it would become hot itself and almost create an ember, a bit like a cigarette end.
Yes.
And if that does become detached from the bike, there is a possibility that it could start a fire, but I haven't heard of any major incidents in the past few years, because four-strokes became more and more popular in the last 8 or so years. But there hasn't been anything that has got out of control. For example, couple of years ago, the steam train went up from Fort William, and I believe that the cinders from that caused mayhem either side of the track some years ago.
Yes.
So anything hot that's glowing, and in these conditions, bound to cause some sort of fire to start.
Thank you.
But nothing of great importance that I know of.
Good question. Thank you. Right, 11 minutes past 9. Now, do you remember, Si? Do you remember that special song? Can we have that special song? Just let me know when you're ready to go with it. Okay. I know you wrote it down. That's okay. Well, doctors can't read your writing. It's a science. I mean, CSI would have problems with your writing. No. Whatever you do, don't get a checkbook, because nobody will be able to read your checks.
Except surgeons, perhaps.
No, even surgeons can read
No?
it. Honestly, it's minuscule.
All right.
All right, okay. Yeah, why wasn't I doing it?
Yeah.
I chickened out.
He was busy.
I'll defend myself here. Myself and John Weller, we were producing this whole thing.
Got to have somebody.
Yes,
do it.
absolutely.
Yeah.
No, we were keeping riders back. Because quite frankly, they didn't want to be where the monster was, they wanted to be where Carden was, and we kept some people back.
I can
Health
understand
and
that.
health and safety executives.
I like the health and safety bit, yeah. Health and safety we had to control the car park.
Yes, and all the cables and everything else.
Yeah. Not yet. We're going to play Monster.
Yeah.
Because you've been with us now, this is your fifth year with us.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. Thank you very much for all you've done. We have a special song for you from Junior.
Junior.
This tune is for you.
Thanks very much.
Really loud, please.
Yeah, yeah. Simon, if you're listening, can we have Shamrock Tell Me Ma to be on the system? It's on the system. Shamrock Tell Me Ma in the next wee while, please, if you can find it. Thank you. And we'll do the weather next, mate. There we go, 9:15, that was for the Monster. Weather-wise, got a chilly start, as any early morning mist and fog patches will lift, leaving another dry, bright day with sunshine, but more in the way of cloud than of late. Best temperatures across Skye and, of course, Loch Albert. Maximum high 17 today, 63 Fahrenheit. Tonight, got a bright evening with some late sunshine, especially in the east. Increasing cloud throughout this evening overnight will introduce outbreaks of generally light rain into the far west tonight. Oh dear. Minimum overnight low, 4 Celsius, 39 Fahrenheit. Tomorrow, probably going to have heavy rain tomorrow. Spinning northwards. That's what it says here, but you don't agree.
It's going to pass us by.
Yeah, that's what we want. But doesn't normally happen, really, does it? 15 Celsius, 59 Fahrenheit. I hope it's be warmer tomorrow.
It's going to be lovely tomorrow.
Especially in the microclimate that we have here in the Nevis Radio outside broadcast unit, which is blocking the sun from getting to us.
It is a wee bit just now, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a little bit chilly.
I hope the rain passes. Sorry.
Are you alright? You didn't winded? Some great water, perhaps?
No,